Hello Stellar Souls, welcome back to the channel. I am here with another Twin Flame collective reading. We haven't done one of these in a while. It does always come with the disclaimer of partake in the Twin Flame relationship if you will, if you know that you are in one, okay? It's definitely not for everyone, and just because you might meet your Twin Flame doesn't mean that you need to, be involved in it and continue with it, okay? So in saying all of that, it still is a collective reading, so please only take what resonates. Don't let anything take from you. We do not have control over anyone else, only ourselves and what we do. So if someone's higher self comes up here with good intentions and good actions, it doesn't mean that they will actually do those in the 3D. In reality, okay? If you'd like to put your energy into the collective, please like, subscribe, comment, share, and I will be easier. It will make it easier for me to pick up on your energy. I'm feeling very like sleepy, lethargic, very cool, calm, and collected. Just, you know, it will be what I kind of feel like I'm in a bathtub. That's the energy coming through. So let's have a look at the overall energy of the connection. Let's have a look at the overall energy of the connection. Remember that when I speak about twin flame relationships, that we often get masculine and feminine energies coming through. That doesn't mean to say that it's a hetero relationship. Just take it how it resonates. Flip it wherever you need to. And we all have a mixture of, or a balance, I should say, of, oh, da-ding, of masculine and feminine energies within each of us. Okay, the overall energy between these twin flames in the collective right now. What's the overall energy between twin flames in the collective right now? If this does resonate, let me know. If you're in a twin flame relationship, let me know how it's going. If you feel like you need to be supported in that, we have a very supportive community in the comments. And if you'd like to book a personal reading with me to get more specifics on your situation, the link to that is in the description box below. Very specific messages wanting to come out. As I say that, then we get a whole chunk. Okay, we have third house and communication. Expect some communication coming in soon that's going to change things up, is the message here. Someone's kind of getting a new perspective, a bird's eye view, if you will. I'm kind of seeing that as like 4-leaf clovers, but I don't think they are. 1, 2, 3, 4, no, they're 5. Like they're just little petals, but at first I thought they were 4-leaf clovers. Interesting. So this could be talking about a curiosity about what you are doing if you're in separation, if you're not in communication. I kind of also see the background here as a clock or like a big town hall stainless, stained glass kind of window. Yeah, someone's getting a new, I do see this as like a big ticking hand though coming through here. It's like time's ticking, and as time is passing by, I do feel like there's new perspectives being gained in this relationship. Look, it's interesting because in the intro, I really felt that some of you may be dipping out. And whether that's like dipping out of a twin flame relationship for good, and you're just like, you know what, this is not for me. Like, I'm happy with a higher level soulmate kind of energy because this is just too much. And you can only take so much if it has been tumultuous. And look, twin flame relationships are not meant to be abusive in any way. So I'll just put that right out there. But this is saying that someone even is kind of changing their, it's like changing the language of how they speak to love, or speak about love, or speak to you as their love. Like that you're helping them change their language. And it's changing everything. It's, in some way, it's like helping them express love in new ways. Over time, they're finding new desires that they'd like to speak out. Okay, it's the way they express themselves. It's a curiosity about you. It's a time pressure kind of situation, but in a very, there's something really magical about the reading today. This just watery kind of vibe of just things are melding, you know, they're really starting to meld. Okay, and then that makes me think of Salvador Dali and the like melting clock. So maybe something is feeling a little surreal right now. Okay, we've got a lot of cards. We have Palais Athena, think. Yeah, they're thinking differently. They're unmasking. Okay, I feel like they're not going to battle. This is very expressive, but it's also very, like this is good for for both of you, but I'm saying there. So whoever the other party is to you, it's good for their mental health. It's good for their confidence. It's good for everything. I feel like this has an effect on the way they work, on the way they communicate with others. Even others might be saying, like, are you okay? You seem a little ethereal. Like, there's something kind of off with the fairies, I guess people would say about them at the moment. But I feel like that's their growth. Their growth is happening in the way they speak to themselves, in the way they'd like to communicate with you. Because they have a vision, right? Because both of you are kind of linking your visions together in the 5D. Beautiful. There's that watery energy. And there's card number 8 too. 2 and 6 is an 8. So this is a transformation that is definitely occurring. And again, I'm seeing these shards as like the hands of time. Winter might be prevalent, like, or important for the next change, or when emotions, I get the feeling that this person is sick of their emotions freezing over. So if you've disconnected and you're like, I'm just letting them freeze over, it's going to take some very clear-cut communication and clear-cut, like, just clarity overall to slice through, right? Because you've got these icicles kind of going on. It's like underneath I've got a big open heart of love, but for right now I'm just putting a freeze on that. And it's to protect your sensitivities, both of you, but there's also protecting the dream realm, the subconscious realm. We'll dive more into that in a second. We've got 38, Imam Kolai. I never know if I'm saying these things right, but it doesn't matter. What matters here is there's all these birds hanging from this tree, like a fairy garden, like a beautiful fair, like a backyard, someone's beautiful backyard that backs onto a body of water, and it's got fairy lights in bird shapes hanging off the tree. Wow. But this is talking about root. This is like grounding something, earthing something, making this connection. It needs to come to earth. It needs to be planted now. We need to carry on. We've been keeping calm and carrying on, but it needs to grow. And all these threes, right? I'm getting third house here with the 5 of change, and then it's 30 breaks down to 3, which is communication still. Groups, group energy, growth energy, expression, communication, perception, even like siblings involved perhaps. But this needs to be grounded so that we can prepare for the next 10 plus years together is how it comes across, because this to me feels very 10 of Pentacles. And then we have 5 or card 50, 12th house introspection. Yeah, someone's withdrawn their energy just enough to be able to align their chakras, to do some beautiful spiritual soul body healing. Okay, there's mental mind healing, there may be body healing as well with the root, but I really get soul and mind are aligning, because I feel like someone's lived a lot of their life, and it could be your counterpart has lived a lot of their life in the physical and not really delved until they met you into more of this 12th house, unconscious, shadow self, secrets, hidden desires, fantasy. And now they're like, hang on, this is like a treasure chest. What have I unlocked here? It's Pandora's box. There's so much to enjoy here. Why have I not been previously allowing myself to, enjoy that? All right. Let's have a look at the masculine. How is the masculine thinking and feeling right now in this twin flame dynamic? How is the masculine thinking and feeling right now? Hanged One, Queen of Wands. I'm hearing I'm ready. I'm ready. What is that off? It's a song from one of it's a song from the Romeo and Juliet soundtrack. It's at the end of the song or something like that. I just heard it, but I can't pinpoint it. I'm trying to focus on other things. Okay, the Hanged One, Queen of Wands, 5 of Pentacles, Strength, 10 of Wands, 7 of Swords. Okay. Bottom of the deck is we have the Devil. I felt that coming. Interesting. I'm ready. Why are you saying you're ready, but you've got these... I feel like this person is ready to get off the pause, take themselves down from the tree that they've purposely put themselves on, perhaps because you've put yourself on ice. They're like, oh, I don't feel your energy in the 5D anymore. I need to actually come towards you. And this is the masculine. The masculine wants to come towards the feminine, naturally wants to come towards the feminine, wants to chase, wants to interesting. This came up in one of my mini readings today, actually. Death Cab for Cutie. I will possess your heart. We just need to spend more time together so you will get to know me. I will possess your heart. Yeah, this person feels very passionately drawn to you, like just cannot get enough of you. They might be looking at your photos. They're just they're so attracted to you sexually, sensually, that it's forcing them to move. It's forcing them to get off the tree because they're like, hang on, someone's going to snap up my person and I'm going to be left without. So I need to gather all my strength. I need to use that life force energy, that sacral chakra energy, instead of using it to numb myself out, perhaps with vices. It could be overworking. It could be other relationships that are hollow. It could be drinking, drugs, whatever. Even toxic thought patterns, okay, because we have all this communication, think energy, and they're coming up with a plan, a vision. And they're like, let me use this life force sacral energy to put some of the burdens down that I picked them up because, right? I picked them up because I thought that was what I should fill my time with. And it's time for me to put those down so that I can come out of the shadows, is how it's coming across with this 7 of Swords. I want to clarify that. I want to clarify the 7 of Swords. Actually, clarify the 10 of Wands and the 7 of Swords for the masculine in this connection. It's like they've got a vision for how to stabilize this connection and make it 10 plus years. Yeah, they're seeing you as wish fulfillment. So perhaps they're wanting to, and especially if you're doing really well right now, they're like, well, I want to be part of that. I don't want to disrupt that, but I want to be part of that, and I want to take it to 10, right? If you're good on your own, if you're doing well on your own, even if you feel like you're struggling, you're looking good, or you're like you're presenting well to maybe on social media, maybe to this person, they can feel your energy, or I'm strongly seeing that they're seeing you. They're seeing you somehow. But I don't think they can tap into your energy. So their imagination is running away with them that, well, what's giving my person their glow? What's giving my person their happiness right now? Because it's not me, because I'm not here, I'm not available, but I want to be. So they want to turn this into a 10 of Cups, because the 9s are solo, independent kind of energy. But when you take it to, and they give you their cup of love, the Ace, it becomes 10. So 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Cups. I think this person has a vision and they're ready to move. But let's find out more. Make another deck because I feel like I'm going to get mirroring energies between the two of you. Someone could really start to be start opening up. Like this person, I feel, might start opening up to the spirituality of this connection, to the intensity of this connection with all that passionate energy, to the spiritual lessons. And they're like, hang on a minute, all of this is starting to kind of make sense. Like, I thought this was all just hogwash is how it's coming across. Especially if they've been suffering any kind of like health problems, or more like mental health problems, or just like very much with the brain, with this kind of Pele Athena think energy, and it's this warrior headpiece. It's like perhaps with the brain, with the head, lots of headaches. And it's almost like they can't turn their brain off because this new vocabulary is coming through. I don't know if they've read things or they've been watching certain things. It's kind of coming across like an out-of-body experience. So maybe if they experienced a great deal of pain recently, it's like this splitting atom, and it's leveled them up in terms of their spirituality or their connection to the ether, right? I hope that makes sense. It's very heady, but they're wanting to ground it. They're like, oh, I've seen where it could go. Now I need to bring it back down to earth. Tell me about the feminine. How is the feminine thinking and feeling right now? Okay, another big chunk. Okay, we have the 3 of materials, the Magician, 8 of emotions, the Emperor, the Page of Voices, and the Queen of Wands. Yeah, you are glowing. The Queen of Wands is how they're seeing you, and the Queen of Wands is how you are thinking and feeling. This is coming across as solar plexus energy, so even if you're faithing it till you make it, there's something here where you're going, do you know what? I don't want to be reliant on someone else's moves towards me before I feel happy in 2024. And this is a timeless reading, so whenever you're watching this is when this message is meant for you. But this is saying I am purposefully in touch with the source of my power, and you might even be standing up taller. Okay, I've just gone to Pilates, so I've got my core engaged here, and maybe that's helping you to really grow a backbone for supporting yourself. 9 of Cups. And maybe it's an influence from someone else, a friend, a workmate, maybe siblings like we were talking about before. Just maybe it's 3 people. So a group of friends who you're all like, all right, we're holding each other accountable. This year we're working out more. This year we're doing this. Very collaborative. You might even feel that a collaboration is on the horizon. And so you are preparing yourself. With the Magician, I feel like you understand more than ever how powerful your manifestation ability really is. And again, a sense of purpose around that. Some of you may have just created an altar for the first time. It doesn't need to be fancy. It could literally be like a shoebox. Okay, mine was a shoebox for a long time, and then I used a set of drawers, and now I just have like a leaning altar, and then I move things around. Even this is an altar. What's surrounding me right now is an altar. So you can have I saw a beautiful one the other day. I work at a witchy shop as well, so I saw a beautiful one the other day where there's this suitcase that it's just a small ye old style suitcase, beautiful vintage. Open it up and it's just got a place for everything, very custom. I don't know why I needed to tell you that. Maybe there's certain crystals that you've been drawn to. Yeah, my hands are kind of tingling. Ooh. Don't get too carried away though. You are magic all by yourself, okay? You don't need to do anything extra in order to be spiritual. But you're really realizing that nothing changes if nothing changes, and you have decided. It's a very decided heart, decided mind, decided body. Like it's like here I am, spirit, I'm co-creating, I agree, like a handshake. and you're saying, I will improve the way that I socialize. I will improve the way that I express emotion. I will improve the way that I connect with others. But I'm also improving where I put my labor, where I put my effort and energy. And I'm looking carefully at my financial security and opportunities. But I'm also looking at how I intellectualize things or over-analyze things, because you don't want to get stuck in analysis paralysis, especially if you've been waiting for someone and they've put you on ice. You've decided to put your feelings on ice. Okay, so not getting stuck in any negative thought patterns around, well, I'm not good enough, I'm not worthy, blah, blah, blah. Okay, and then you're really also looking at spiritual development, maybe spiritually just allowing is how it comes across, like really feeling into your feelings, really listening to your intuition, understanding at a root level what all of that means, at a grassroots level. So maybe you've been spending a lot of time sitting on the earth with your root chakra, butt on the sand, grass, diving under a wave, maybe lots of baths for you, very watery energy, okay? But that's helping you to innovate your own life. It's helping you to have a strategy and a plan for your own life. And that is felt by your person. You're walking away from any things, emotional, work-wise, mental, spiritually, belief-wise, even friendships, okay, that are no longer serving you. You're really leaving those things behind and you're bossing up over your own life. Some of you might be falling more into your masculine energy at the moment with the Emperor coming up here, especially if you own your own business. You're really taking charge. I just heard large and in charge, and I heard extra large. Okay. That's beautiful. I love that for you. So you might be leading a team this year, but you're starting by leading yourself first. You're like, all right, well, this is the energy of the universe says jump and they will catch me. So here I go. Let's test that theory out. You've also got like a new level of learning here, a curiosity about how you can keep growing in confidence. This is a really healthy place to be, because you're coming at all of this from, instead of overthinking, from a place of, well, what do I have left to learn? I know I've got a lot left to learn. So how do I keep improving this? How do I keep having these little wins that then fuel me and motivate me to keep taking the next step and the next step? Okay, so there's not much here about you feeling towards the other person, except for, perhaps for the Magician energy. How is the feminine feeling towards the masculine? except the Magician energy, and the Magician comes out again. Okay, look, you're still believing in hope. You're still putting it out there that, I was looking at this person's hand and this hand started heating up, because this person is kind of going spidey senses, putting this infinite potential out into the world. Okay. So yeah, it maybe some of you have been getting Reiki or massages, or you've been self-havening, holding yourself differently, a lot of self-care. And when I say holding yourself, like really like giving yourself tender loving care in terms of touch. Yeah, maybe some of you are getting Reiki, or you're learning Reiki, but you're very much tuned into the energy of, how do I improve my manifestations? How do I improve my manifestation ability? And so this might be part of why you're kind of pulling back your energy, because you understand that the push and the pull is part of the dynamic here. So tell me more about the Magician then. Do you know what I just heard? You want them to pull their rabbit out of a hat, because you're doing it for your own life, and you're like, come on, I'm inspiring you. You've become the Muse, and they really are inspired. With that strength energy, with that 10 of Wands, it's like, okay, I'm sick of my own shit, like I really need to get on with this. So why the Magician for what the feminine wants? What the feminine lovers... Come on and claim me. Come on and make the choice, okay? The Lovers is a choice. Come on and let's express that passion that I know that you have for me, because I have it for me too. Not to sound like corny or up yourself or anything like that. This is really a beautiful lesson. The Page of Voices, the Queen of Inspiration, it's a beautiful lesson in loving yourself as an act of manifestation. Some of you might even be using wands in that sense to, if you're a femme with a womb space, you might be using wands or eggs as an attraction tipping point is what I just heard. So using the euphoric state to bring the energy of this person closer. It's like you're doing the come hither movement, right? For yourself. There's always a link in my description box if you want to find out more about crystal wands for that purpose. And a beautiful group, a beautiful supportive group on Facebook. Interesting. Yeah, you're waiting for this person, but you're not waiting. You know that they will come when they're ready. Interesting. You know there's going to be a domino effect when they come, so you're preparing yourself. This is really nice. What's at the bottom of the deck here? We've got the Hermit. Yeah, so you're only seeking self-improvement right now. And that is helping you to expand on a philosophical, spiritual level as well. You might even be planning some travel instead of like hanging on, waiting for this person to make plans with you. You're like, well, I'm going to, and this person's picking up on it 100%. They're picking up on that. They're picking up on your detachment, on your surrender, on your growth, on your confidence. And they want to be part of that. And they want to ground it because it's like, hey, we're going to be better together. What is at play between these two right now? You deserve love. You are lovable. What else is at play between the two right now? Between these twin flames right now? What is at play? I feel like there's an incoming message soon. Someone's just, the pullback is what you're doing that's about to launch the love in your direction. There's a Cupid kind of energy, which makes me think of Valentine's Day, but that's only because that's coming up. You know, believe what you want to believe and engage in celebrations as you want to engage in celebrations. But I just heard, let's rewrite. Okay, let's rewrite. Make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. That's why you're making the effort towards you. But you also see that the masculine here, the little boy, is reaching towards the little girl, right? Reach in. Come on. Come get me. Again, this pull back and then forward. Pull back and then forward. You've got an effect on this person, but I also think that children might be involved here, or that you make this person feel like a teenager again. Okay. Getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. I feel like you're getting to know each other as in your own selves on a deeper level. But you do want to spend time together. And that brings me back to that Death Cab for Cutie song, right? You just got to spend more time with me and get to know me, and then you will love me more. If you think you know this person inside and out, they've grown, they've changed, they are changing. And there's more to learn about them, and you're aware of that, and that could be maybe some of the insecurities that hold this person back is because they're like, well, once you get to know me, you might not enjoy this, or you know, we could get bored real quick is how it kind of comes across on the masculine side. But this says trust. This situation is calling for you to have faith. Okay, we love that. What can be expected? What can be expected over the coming weeks for the twin flame dynamic of this collective? What can be expected as next actions? Improving health, definitely for both parties. Within the next few months, communicate clearly. There's going to be a friendship vibe that I feel coming through. And again, I do feel like this person is really looking at their communication and improving their communication. They're wanting to compromise with you. They're wanting to balance this out. They're wanting to meet me in the middle. Meet me in the middle. What is that song? Because they want success here. They want the opportunity here. I do feel like this could be the year where a lot of twin flames in this collective anyway will be coming into union successfully But not just that, but improving finances. Like the better together thing isn't just 10 of Cups energy, emotional fulfillment. It's also financial security in a big way. What else can be expected? What else can be expected in the twin flame dynamic? Love. I just heard it is not lost. Balance, that makes me think of the compromise again, but it's just a matter of time. I'm hearing like WD-40, okay? So that is like a spray that helps like usually sliding doors or metal objects just slide better. Like it kind of like oils things up. I don't even know if that's the right term, but it helps lubricate a situation, right? And I do feel like this is my Allen key kind of card, where the Allen key goes in and they're super annoying to turn around, but once it clicks into the right spot, then, and a screw fell out of my chair before, so that's interesting. Then the screw is like, it's locked in, right? They want to lock in this situation. They want to lock in the love. The love is already locked in, is what it feels like. Ideation in reverse. There's potential here for things to come into fruition, but why is it in reverse? I just got given these cute cards. I think they're like not the true version of them, but I love them so much I think I'm going to go look them up and get the true version of them. Oh, we have trust again. Okay, interesting. Where did we see that? We saw trust under here. Right, we saw trust right under here. So the only thing that's stopping it from moving forward is trust. And that makes me think in just trust in the divine timing, trust in the divine timing. But you've also, yeah, computer, did you hear that? That's really loud. Okay, they're saying, oh, okay, this is weird. Walk this way. Talk this way. You know that song? And these people are kind of like walking in the pale moonlight. Like they're walking towards, this kind of looks like just before the sun rises. Just before sunrise. So that's how it feels. It's just before sunrise. It's just before this, I just heard, awakening of the relationship. It's like, now we're going to start this. Now we're actually on the path. Now we're together. It's the sunrise is not that far away. In fact, I'm hearing love thy neighbor with this card. Neighbor. In fact, it feels like this person is wanting to put you in their vicinity, move in with them. For some of you, they're definitely watching you on social media, because I'm seeing, oh, what's his name? And he looks over the fence. Howdy, neighbor. Tim the Toolman Taylor's neighbor, right? I'm seeing that situation where it's like they're not revealing their full face just yet, but they're there, they're lurking, and they're wanting to bring you closer in terms of living. We also have metamorphosis. So yeah, I think this person's wings have grown in strength. The strength card is under there, and they're just about to take off. It's so close. Wow, that's really exciting. Bottom of the deck here, we have mystic. Yeah. Look, you're both improving. That's an interesting word. Improving spiritually. I'm hearing investigating. That's the seeking energy of 9th house with the hermit at the bottom of the deck. This person may be investigating their, I just heard hang-ups, okay? They might be wanting to hang up the devil act, getting a lot of channeled messages. The words that are coming through are very precise. So, really what I said about their vocabulary, this person might be getting therapy. They're making good judgment calls on their behavior and on their past behavior, so that they can make new judgment calls in a better direction, actually in the direction that they want to go in, because they're sick of being without you, sick of wondering, you know, well, how do I make it better? And here we have the Magician underneath here. That's not that many cards away. So you got the Magician twice, and one was representing you, one was representing them, and I'm speaking more to a feminine who might be watching, but flip it if you need to. Then they're finding their Magician energy too. I do feel like this person's getting therapy, or they're really studying up on how to change their vices, how to understand them so that they don't react in that way, they respond in a better way. Mystic. And this is like a tree house, okay? Up in the tree. So instead of hanging by the tree with this hangman energy, they're now sitting in a cubby house up here that they choose to get up and have a look in. Right? It's kind of giving the same energy. The hangman and the hermit here, two different decks, is clarified kind of by this mystic energy where it's like one's hanging, one's out here just doing the work on their inner self whenever, wherever. And this person understands, well, if I build a cubby house up here in the tree, then I can go up there whenever I want. It's almost like very much returning to that altar energy. They may have done the same thing. Oh my gosh. And here you've got the devil just underneath. Just underneath. Underneath the hermit, you have the devil. So you've gone first and you've definitely inspired this person because they've got the devil at the bottom deck here. I told you there'd be mirroring cards. Crazy. I love how these things work. I love it. Okay. We also have fierce underneath that. So look, things are about to change big time. Things are about to get like really interesting. Let's get some final cards out here for advice for the twin flames in the collective. We have strength. We had that before. Fennel energy, Virgo energy, strengthen their communications, strengthen their growth. Now, if you've ever grown fennel, it grows wild, like out of control. You really have to keep an eye on it because next minute you'll look around and it's just like taking over the whole veggie patch. Also has a very unique smell. So even this person's sense of smell might be heightened right now. Again, ear, nose, throat, crown chakra energy about their head, about their brain. But they're getting clarity. They're seeking clarity, and you too are seeking clarity for your own life, but also ticking off goals and being quite precise with your actions. And that's your strength. Their strength is more developing spiritually in order to take action towards you, and your strength is developing, I want to say financially, but on every level, so that you can take action for yourself and be the most attractive, magnetic, like cool, calm, surrendered person possible, because that it's what you need right now so that you don't become like yearning and like unhealthily attached. Interesting. I have never had so many good ideas day after day as when I worked in the garden. Yeah, this person, I think both of you, honestly, it's a mirrored message. Both of you are really coming up with the goods for different parts of your life, but that's where, again, on the ether, where you communicate telepathically, you guys are really like actually on the same page. Even though you're in different books, you're on the same page. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. Okay, we have tranquility and the violet. This is precious energy. This is card number 7. When you break that down, Pisces energy, sensitizing. This is like that candlelight, right? You have these little candles to help you just see where you need to go in the dim light of morning. Okay, so I do feel like it's like just hold the candle for yourself a little bit longer. Keep the love burning, and it's coming closer, especially with the 7, because the 7 talks about partnership, marriage, contracts, even business partnerships. Okay, so there is something here where in this collective, at least, there's a big reflection going on. There's big assessment going on. Okay, tick, tick, tick with the Virgo energy. And then what can I control? Let's focus on that. We have everything that slows us down and forces patience. Everything that sets us back into the slow circles of nature is a help. Gardening is an instrument of grace. You could say the same about love, right? Everything that slows us down and forces patience in love, everything that sets us back into the slow circles of nature is a help, okay? Because it's helping us improve. Because you're both willing and able. And love is an instrument of grace. So that is beautiful. I love, love, love that. Very much connecting to your self-love for the femmes. And then you've got agreement. Here's the contract. Here's the balance. Here's the signing off. Here's the verbal agreement. Here's the sweetness. Here's the harmony. That's card number 6. Harmony coming through. cooperation energy coming through, healing coming through. So healthy, wealthy, wise. I want to make you part of my daily routine. Let's find a new balance. There can be no other occupation like gardening in which if you were to creep up behind someone at their work, you would find them smiling. And that's what they want to do. They want you to be so happy doing what you are doing right now. So they're very proud of you. Energetically, they're very proud of you. And they're almost, I hate to say it like that, but they're almost creeping up behind you and catching you smiling while you work. And they're just so in awe, so in love. And they want to help you to do that. They want to support you in doing that. They want to be there to, on a day-to-day basis, encourage that and talk about that and help you to grow it into something. They see a lot of potential in what you're creating or working on, or what your skills or talents are, especially natural talents, and helping you to stay more open to the things that spark your curiosity. They want to help you to follow the threads. They love watching you just do normal things. It's so beautiful. But also for this person, their development right now, they're really enjoying it, even though they might not know how to say that, and that might feel emasculating to say that they're enjoying therapy or that they're enjoying soul searching, personally developing, but they're becoming, they're awakening, they're unfolding. And for a masculine energy, especially if they do identify as male, it can be super confronting, but this person is enjoying it thoroughly. So that's when they know, right? It's not as bad as it maybe the boys made it out to be. It's not as bad as other people have had it, because this person is meant to be with you. And so they're smiling, knowing they're getting closer to this. I don't normally talk this lofty about things because I don't want to overpromise and then the world underdelivers. Always, like, take it how it resonates. We don't want to feed delusions on this channel. But honestly, the way this comes across is just so prepared. It's a preparedness, but it's this close. Some of you are like, God damn it, why isn't it happening right now? Stay in this. Stay in the energy. I think you're about to hit a jackpot for yourself. This person is going to find out about it or see it, and just trust that that is like a tipping point. It's like a good succession of things are going to start happening, and that's when you know this person is coming through. But the sweetness is here. The sweetness, the agreement, the let's make this official is here. I just had a thought of, well, where do we go from here? Once the twin flames are together, where do we go from here? So the next reading I think is going to be really interesting. I don't do these very often, probably every 4 to 6 months. But let me know where you're at in your journey if you're part of the collective. And I can gauge. I'll be able to see, like, okay, well, maybe, and I get a feeling about it. I really, for these ones especially, I get a feeling, okay, it's time to do another twin flame reading. But it's going to be interesting to see what comes next. I'm sending you guys so much love. You guys are the best. I love it. I love it. I love love, and I love your stories. But yes, if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, the link is in the description box below. I thank you guys so much for all the shares, the likes, the comments. It's a beautiful energy, and you deserve love. I'm really excited for all of us to enjoy this. Look after your beautiful selves. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.